During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk a little about fall weed control in lawns.
When you think about stopping dandelions and some of these tough weeds, clovers, why would you not take a shot at them in the fall? And here's one of the opportunities that you've got in the fall that you don't have other times of the year. Most of the other vegetation around you is given up for the year. So your flowers are done, your trees are dropping leaves. It's a great time where you don't have to worry quite as much about off-target movement or any sensitive plants around you.
We just have a lot of people that think, well, it's fall, and so I'm not that worried about it. Pretty soon the weeds are going to be dead anyway. We're going into winter. Don't look at it that way. You've got perennials out there. You might have biennials. Even with the annuals, you have to make sure they don't go to seed. So we do find that fall is a pretty good time to spray.
Well, here's the other thing, cool season grasses. If you've got Kentucky bluegrass or other cool season grasses in your lawn mix, this is an ideal time. You stop the weeds, the cool season grasses really fill in and choke anything else out. It's a great opportunity for you going into next spring to start clean with a beautiful weed-free lawn.
When it comes to weed control, I'm first thinking about broadleaves since we're in a grass. Broadleaves can be tough, but I like Freelix. Freelix is the new 2,4-D. It's got very low volatility. It's dramatically different than the old 2,4-Ds. Just make sure you're using a good strong rate in the fall.
Many of the grass weeds that we're fighting in lawns would be spring annual weeds like foxtails and summer annual weeds like crabgrass. Well, they're going to go to seed, and if we can stop them from going to seed, we'll take another shot at them next spring. With perennial grasses like quackgrass, really there's never a great time of year to try and kill quackgrass. You're going to have to do something pretty substantial to stop it. Oftentimes people are going to use Roundup and just spray that little patch and then reseed the lawn in those areas.
Yep, otherwise in terms of a residual product, you could get some pendimethalin out there. You don't have a tremendous amount of residual choices when it comes to grass control, but I do like pendimethalin. I also like Drive for some of those annual grasses. So generally speaking, we're not doing a lot with the grasses in the fall. We're usually sticking to the broadleaves, but you certainly could focus on grasses if you wanted to.
Well, going into this fall, it's a great time to control weeds in your lawn so you can start clean, weed-free next spring.
Well, one of the weeds you just might see out in your lawn is our Weed of the Week. Can you identify this week's weed?